This month we review the Vortex 1200 from American DJ. This unit has been available since about March 2014 and I recently bought a pair of them as I was looking for a simple moonflower type effect to replace my triphase. The triphase was okay, but by the time you'd got a colour wash going on the dance floor you couldn't see it, no impact at all. Now the Vortex seems to be very well built and solid. It's quite heavy for a small fixture, but I think again that probably indicates a solid build. It has all the facilities you'd expect on the back: DMX in and out, power con in and out, external fuse just in case, and a jack socket for the ADJ controller. The front screen does what you'd pretty much expect it to do, and it's a nice, clear, easy to read screen, which I think can be turned off in the menu. The specification for the Vortex 1200 says it uses 12 10-watt RGBW 4-in-1 quad-colour LEDs, giving you beams through the 16-piece lens. I'm no mathematician, but this confused me. When I first read the spec before buying them, I took this to mean it was 12 LEDs, each of which was RGBW. But it turns out that's not the case, and what you actually have is individual red LEDs, individual green, individual white and individual blue. Certainly that's what you and the audience actually see as beams and dots on the wall or dance floor. So I'm not sure exactly how they do it. There is some magic going on it, and it's very, very clever and still very effective. When it comes down to it, you get a lot of dots and a lot of control. Left to its own sound to light or auto program, it'll whiz around and look pretty stunning. I did find on the 2 gigs where I've used it so far that left to its own auto programs or sound to light, the beams spend very little time on the dance floor, which is a shame. I'd have hoped the inbuilt programs might have focused more beams to the front of the unit, but that's not the case. However, of course, as with any lighting fixture, to get the best out of it, you need to control it with DMX. So, on my first gig with them, the day they arrived, I created a couple of quick programs on the fly during the drinks reception. First of all, there was one that gave a nice simple colour wash and simple slow beams just gently moving around the room. Also created a quick disco program with more colours from the colour wash and corresponding opposite colours from the beams. Finally, of course, you have to have a strobe program, so that's what I did with that. And what I did was I closed the lens right up so that all the white beams are all very close. You get quite a narrow field down to 5 degrees so that you can create these really punchy beams right through the audience. On the next gig, I'd been getting my head around a new DMX control system and programming up the whole show, which of course on the night decided not to work. Just my luck. So again, more quick programming on the fly of my whole show from scratch. So it's not very impressive, I'm afraid, but hopefully gives you an idea of what can be achieved. The programs I did come up with were a combination of controlled beams so that they were focused on the dance floor, and then occasionally just letting them do their own thing and whiz around, which also was really effective in itself. Obviously, given more time to DMX, I can come up with a lot more, and I'm sure you will if you get your hands on a pair of these. You'll be very pleased with them. And there is a lot of control facilities with them. The 16-piece lens is absolutely amazing. It will rotate at very high speed, giving you a real spirograph effect, if that means anything to you. It was something from my childhood. You can close the beams up, you can open them up so you can really cover a dance floor with dots, or you can have these little 5-degree punchy beams that you can program. A very, very effective unit.
ADJ Network.